Om Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisam Tattvamasya Adilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Before we start the Gita, let us just first bow down to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. I salute unto you, Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, Guru, Master of the world, Son of Vasudeva, Supreme Bliss of Devaki, Destroyer of Kamsa and Chanura. I bow down to you. Yesterday we were speaking. By your very nature, you are unclutched. Being unclutched is the state where you are free and liberated. See, if you observe your mind keenly, you will see that you are constantly connecting all your thoughts and creating links in your mind. We are connecting all painful memories. We are creating a pain shaft. And we conclude, my life is suffering. My life is pain. And what about all the moments you had happiness? And not only this, whenever we add the painful incidents unconsciously, we will be prolonging and elongating that shaft also. See, if you believe your whole life is a shaft of joyful experiences, which we do very rarely. Constantly you are in fear. See, even if you think, even if you make a shaft that your life is full of joyful experiences, still you carry a fear that you might lose it. Whether the joy will continue or not. If you believe life is a shaft of painful incidents, we usually do two things. Unconsciously gather more and more incidents and strengthen our shaft. We strengthen our shaft unconsciously, but consciously we'll be trying to break it. It's a conflict. See, sometimes what happens, you forget that you can neither break the shaft nor elongate it because the shaft itself does not exist. Actually, please understand, the shaft itself is not existing. So it's not necessary for you to try to break it. Only if you understand its imaginary, that is enough. Listen, first understand consciously that you are creating a shaft of pain or a shaft of joy. And that also understand that you are trying to fight with it. Understand, you are the one who is creating a shaft. Again, you are the one who is trying to fight it. By either trying to elongate it or break it, you are trying to fight it. Second, you just please understand that you actually don't even have to unclutch yourself from that shaft. See, if something is existing, you have to unclutch from it. If something is not even existing, all you need to do is just realize it's not existing. You don't even have to unclutch from it because it's not existing. By your very nature, if you stop creating a shaft, you are already unclutched. If you stop entertaining that thought, you are already unclutched. You don't have to separately practice it. Then we will start asking. People will have doubts. If I unclutch, how will I do my job? How will I take care of my things? Will I not just lie in bed and waste my life? I ask you, why should you not go to work if you are unclutched? By the way, who is asking you to lie down? The moment you say you will not go to work, it means you have a little hatred towards your job. The moment you get an excuse, you want to escape from your job. So unclutch has nothing to do with not working. By saying all these things, you are expressing your anger, your violence against your routine. That is what Krishna means by action. Karmani and inaction, akarmani. Action means karmani, inaction means akarmani. You cannot be inactive by nature. You will daydream, clinging on to fantasies. Do you think on the name of unclutching, if you just sit like this without doing any work, you'll be unclutching? No, you'll be daydreaming and clinging to fantasies. You will try to escape from reality by deluding yourself. Because your mind is clutching onto a soft and easy dream shaft. When you truly unclutch without any attachment to the past and future, you will realize that you are full of energy. You will have to do something. That something will be dictated by your present moment completion, not by fantasies. See, understand? All of us have to do something. When you unclutch, we will be dictated by completion. When we are clutching, we will be dictated by fantasies. That's all. So inaction and unclutched, they don't have any relation. You can be completely in action and be unclutched. What you think of as you is not necessary to run your day-to-day life. Please understand, when you truly unclutch without any attachment to the past and future, you will realize that you are full of energy. You will have to do something. That something will be dictated by your present moment completion, not by fantasies. What you think of as you is not necessary to run your day-to-day life. This is the basic truth. If you just observe yourself, if somebody is happily independent of us, we can't tolerate it. It is too much. Constantly we need to feel we are needed. People want to feel constantly needed. They are needed. That is why they expect people to project sufferings on us. See, we expect people to project their sufferings on us. And we too project our sufferings on them. So that we feel important. Feeling needed means what? We feel important. What you think of as you is not necessary to run your day-to-day life. People always ask Swamiji, constantly I repeat positive affirmations. I should stop smoking. I should stop smoking. But it is not working. Why, Swamiji? They will ask. All these creative visualizations create more and more trouble. Because in the very words, I should stop smoking, the word smoking is contradicting the words I should stop. Isn't it? Smoking, I should stop. These two are contradicting each other, the words itself. So you end up empowering the word smoking. As much as you are empowering the words, I should stop. Both words are getting empowered. Instead, you should create the space of health and say, let me have only healthy habits. Instead of saying, I should stop smoking, you should say, let me have only healthy habits. Or something totally positive without even the word smoking in it. So that you are not empowering the word smoking itself. So use as much as positive words. Similarly, if you have a headache, instead of empowering the thought of the headache, just decide to have a glass of water. The moment you decide to have a glass of water, it becomes a fresh thought, and the old thought of the headache has to disappear. See, a fresh thought has to come. The old thought has to leave, otherwise the fresh can't come. Once you keep replacing the thoughts consciously, you will be breaking free from the headache-based thought patterns. See, suppose we are having allergy. Please heal me from allergy. Please heal me from allergy. We don't have to say that allergy, allergy, allergy. We can say, please let me be healthy. Please let me be healthy. You can say that too. Suppose somebody has a skin disease. Instead of saying, please heal my skin allergy. Please heal my skin allergy. You don't have to say like that. You can say, let me have beautiful skin. Let me have healthy skin. You can say that. You may ask Swamiji, how can it be so simple, Swamiji? It is simple. Swamiji says, you are constantly taught that it is not so simple. But soon after doing this, if the thought of the headache comes back, then what do? Understand? You are so faithful to the thought of the headache that you yourself forcefully drag it back into your system. You bring back a trashed file. Think of it this way. You already put it in the trash. I'm already put my file in the trash on my laptop. Then dragging it back. Think of it that way. If it comes back, it can go back again. Understand? If it's coming back, it can go back again into the trash, isn't it? Why don't you celebrate those moments when it left you? Why do you constantly remember the moments when it came back? You can decide which one to empower. People ask Swamiji again and again and again, I fail when I try to unclutch Swamiji. Swamiji always asks them, why are you connecting your past failure with your present failure? Past failure is different. Present failure is different. When you connect all the past failures, you are creating one more shaft called failure. So just relax and stop connecting. Just relax and stop connecting, and suddenly you will see a deep inner healing, a deep peace happening in you. Suddenly you will see that you have dropped out of the war. Literally you were in war. And when we keep resisting something, we are in war. The constant running, just relax. When you drop out of this whole game, suddenly you will realize the whole thing is just a psychodrama, nothing else. It's just a psychodrama, nothing else. Try this simple meditation. Just close your eyes and sit. Whatever words are rising in you, don't try to stop them. Let them rise. Even though they're rising, just do not connect them with any other thought. That's all. Understand? One thought this, one thought that, one thought this will come. Don't try to connect the two thoughts. That's all. Just don't create a shaft. Simply unclutch. If you feel bored in between, or if your mind asks you what to do, what to do, I'm getting bored. Suppose your mind says that. Unclutch from that thought also. Do not even connect with that thought. See, when your mind says, I am bored, what to do? Immediately you yourself will answer, okay, you're bored. Okay, let us ask what else instruction can Ma give. You will immediately entertain it. You're understanding? Don't entertain it. Even if something like that is coming up, let it come and go. That's all. You don't entertain. Just sit, be unclutched. If your mind connects with a thought, just unclutch. Do not create, maintain, or don't even try to suppress or destroy anything. Any thought. Do not create, do not maintain, or destroy any thought. Try this for a few minutes and you will see the effect for yourself. Let all, whatever is rising, rise. Don't connect with it. Observe your thought which is rising and falling. Don't connect with any thought. You will see the effect for yourself. See, Sri Krishna says, he's asking us to understand what action is. You need to understand what inaction is. See, too much knowledge also creates so much havoc, isn't it? Because it's not the right knowledge. It is that knowledge has come from perception, not reality. When you unclutch, you are seemingly in inaction. Please understand. You are seeming to be in action, but you are not. You are seeming to be in inaction, but actually you are not. Understand? Or akarma. However, the removal of the various shafts of pain, pleasures, fantasies, etc., it releases so much energy within you that you are now actively passive. You are at the height of potential energy, ready to release that energy for whatever purpose you decide in that moment. If instead you are actively daydreaming, caught in pain and pleasures, shafts, then you are seemingly active and busy but totally useless. In fact, you are counterproductively busy, pushing yourself deeper into more suffering. This is what children are protected from when they are in Gurukul, online Gurukul or any Gurukul, because unknowingly the ambience created there, they'll never create all these shafts, that, this and all. Hey, it's difficult for us to, because we created so many, to break them it is so difficult, no. But for them it is very easy because they will not even form a shaft. Because of the lifestyle which will be taught for them. See, in the process of unclutching, you transcend both action and inaction, karmani and akarmani. You successfully destroy the false cognition of the connection between the thoughts. You successfully destroy the false cognition of the connection between the thoughts and rest in the present moment, the space of completion. What is the present moment? Space of completion, the state of no mind, the state of dropping thoughts. In this unclutched space, you are active and yet not attached to any activity. You are truly in Sri Krishna's consciousness. All suffering and pain arises when we associate ourselves with the senses and the mind. The real self in you is eternal. timeless, never changing. It is like this. When you see the clouds drifting in the clear sky, is the sky actually changing? The sky is like the canvas over which clouds of different forms and shapes drift across. Sometimes completely covering the sky behind them, and sometimes drifting apart to reveal the sky behind. Just like this, due to Maya delusion, it appears as if the self is being affected by the emotions and the perceptions of the senses. But self is like sky. Sky is not changing. Please understand. Self is like sky. It's not changing. Only the clouds either cover or give a part way, or different shapes appear with the clouds. So we think sky is being affected. No. Same way, it appears as if the self is being affected by the emotions and the perceptions of the senses. If you see yourself in a clear lake or a mirror, what you see is a reflection of what is being projected, right? Just like that, in the lake of the self, of the being, please understand, lake is not changing. Lake is not changing. Lake is reflecting what is being projected. Lion's face or our face or whatever. Same way, lake of the self, of the being. Whatever in the lake of the self, whatever quality is projected is what you will see reflected in the lake. Does it mean that the lake has become dirty? The reflection has no reality, no solid existence. Please understand, lake is there. Projecting some dirty thing, the lake. The lake is showing me the reflection of the dirty thing which I am holding on top. But that does not mean lake itself got dirty. Because they are projecting that quality, it is looking as though they are dirty people, but actually their self never got dirty. How can it be? That cannot be violated. Listen, take a stay. How are you doing? Did you have a breakthrough financially? Are you better now than before?
Yes, ma.
Very good. That's what I wanted for you, because when you started the classes, whatever you are having, now you are in much better position financially. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. So it's helping you. That's what I want. The reflection has no reality, no solid existence. Actually, the self is permanent. The self in you, in me, in the person next to you is all the same. When everything is you, what is there to fear? Where is the question of conflict, jealousy, fear, or greed? Because everything is you. Because the self in you, her is same. Enjoy this world in its many forms and manifestations. However, enjoy without getting caught in attachment. Enjoyment is fine as long as you're not getting attached, caught in attachment. Our senses are treacherous. They create incompletions, addictions that overwhelm us. The more we have, the less we enjoy. And yet, we cannot do without them. True wisdom is to step back from what the senses tell you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sadguru Padarpanamastu. Om Nityananda.